Born July 16, 1976, Daphne is an African American female standing at 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighing 130 pounds, with brown or reddish brown hair, brown eyes, both of her ears being pierced, and a tattoo on her right shoulder of a Chinese symbol. On January 3rd, 1999, Daphne, who was 22 years old, was last seen wearing a yellow pullover jacket, blue jeans, sneakers, and a silver ring. She at the time was 2 months pregnant. In 1999, Daphne was a student at the University of New Orleans and had a love for languages, which she hoped to use one day by working in international relations or teaching professions. She studied Spanish, Vietnamese, Japanese, and French. She talked about one day working overseas. Daphne was living in student dormitories but quickly moved into apartments after learning about her pregnancy. While taking classes, Daphne worked as a part-time hostess at the Brennan's restaurant. Those close to Daphne stated that she was planning to leave her job and drop classes to move to the Washington, D.C., Maryland area to live with her mother, Dr. Marla Oakes, to prepare for her upcoming child's birth. Daphne's family states she was being pressured by her boyfriend to end the pregnancy. She refused to have an abortion, she told her mother, and her mother told Daphne to come home so that she could take care of her, says Helena Smith, Daphne's aunt. At the time of Daphne's disappearance, she had already purchased a plane ticket and was due to fly home to her mother 6 days later on January 9th, 1999. On January 3rd, 1999, Daphne was dropped off at her apartment by her grandmother, Ethel Clark, between 1:50 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. Daphne's grandmother dropped her off at her apartment and was the last family member to see Daphne alive. Daphne's aunt said the grandmother had an eerie feeling when Daphne got out of the car. Something told the grandmother not to leave, but she did pull off, said the aunt. Daphne was supposed to report to her 3 p.m. shift at Brennan's, however, she never showed up for work. A cousin later received a call from Daphne when she was supposed to be at work, and Daphne was upset. The next afternoon, the aunt got the landlord to enter Daphne's apartment, and things just didn't seem right. When I went in, Daphne had warmed up some food, the television was on, the iron was on, and it just seemed like she left in a hurry, said the aunt. Daphne was never seen nor heard from again. Among her belongings found in the apartment, her identification cards. Daphne's mother continued to search for her until her death in 2008. My siblings and I would go out and we would put flyers out for Daphne. We called television stations to ask for help, to see if we can get Daphne's pictures on the news. The only person that actually got back in touch with us was an African American anchorwoman. I remember asking the newspapers if they can give us some time. I never got a return phone call from them. We saw a different reaction when it came to the missing person cases of Chandra Levy and Lacey Peterson. Daphne mother said, "My daughter got no national coverage." And I looked at the variables between Daphne and Chandra. Two females, highly intelligent, beautiful. The difference, Daphne is African American, and the other females that we've seen thus far who've gotten national coverage happen to be white. The family now believes that there was foul play involved and that Daphne Philisia Jones is likely to be deceased. At this point, we just want to know what happened. I don't think there's anything that can be done, but we really want to know what happened to her that day, Daphne's sister, Danielle Jones-Reese, said in an interview. Daphne's parents and grandmother have since passed, and her case still remains unsolved today. Daphne would be 44 years old. If you have any knowledge about the whereabouts of Daphne Philisia Jones, please contact the New Orleans Police Department or your own local police department. If you want to learn of other stories of missing African American girls and women, like this video and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please turn on your notifications so that you'll be alerted of my next upload. I'll see you on the next case. Thank you, Xandi.